Hey, don't let this red pill manosphere talk fool you, bruh. Women are not the only ones on that clock. Men are on the clock too. What up, YouTube? Stevie Knight here, man. Night talk ish, grown man talk ish, and yes, men are on the clock. Before we tap into all that, man, make sure y'all pull up the shop, StevieKnight.com. Copy some merch for the Lowski. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. Real talk though, bro. It's something I think about all the time, and I have conversations with the homies about it, with the girl about it, and it's definitely not discussed enough. The main narrative you hear out there, especially coming from like the manosphere space, is that women are on that biological clock. That biological clock be beating they behind. That's true, but we do not talk about how men are on a clock too. I mean, it ain't as severe as women's biological clock, dog. But if you're not, crossing your T's and dotting your I's, bro, before you know it, bro, you're gonna be sitting in the same boat as these goddamn single modern women out here on antidepressants, bro. And that's real, dog. You got to get hit of this, or at least focus on it, or at least have in the back of your mind too, bro. Right, you may be able to spread the seed until whenever, and that ain't even true because a lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't even healthy enough to spread the seed till you 70, bro. You think you gonna be out here pulling a goddamn Al Pacino, Robert De Niro? Here you talking about? And would you even want to do that? You would want to be 80 years old, goddamn, splacking out a 19-year-old paying child support when you about to be in your deathbed? The fuck? Right? It look good on paper, bro. It look good on video. It look good over there, but like, come on, bro. In the reality, bro, don't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that, dog. And in the whole like DiCaprio situation, bro, you really want to be out here, however the hell old he is, he got to be in his 50s. You know what I'm saying? Splacking down a different 20-year-old every couple of months, right? It look good on paper to those who are not familiar at all with that type of life, dog. But if you know, you know. Especially if you know about this, bro, that looks like a headache. But anyway, man, we're gonna go through a couple of reasons why men are on the clock, dog. First up, probably the most important too. When do you have the best odds of finding the best partner for you? When you have the best odds of finding the most optimal relationship? During your prime? You ain't got all day, bro. You do not have all day, dog. Every man's prime is different, bro. And fortunately, men have the luxury of being allowed to, not being allowed to, but being forced to wait until the later years to hit their prime, dog. Because men gotta earn their worth, bro. But like, mid 30s, late 30s, bro, we start making some bread. You're looking good, you're feeling good, you're talking good, you're swaggy, you're cocky, bro. That's when you have the best odds of finding the best partner for you, bro. When who you're attracted to finds you the most attractive, generally, right? And it goes against this whole fucking narrative it's not reality, bro. It's delusional to be out here thinking that men have all day to, find a girl, right? Biology allows us to splack women down whenever we want, if we're healthy enough, which is a whole different conversation, bro. But just based on the sole fact that we can splack a girl down don't mean nothing, right? And then entertaining that idea even further, bro. Like, even if you have the means to pull, say, a 20-year-old when you in your 50s, 60s and shit, bro, come on, dog. Why the hell is that 20-year-old there entertaining your ass? It's because of what you have to offer, bro. You take that bread away, she not looking twice at your ass, and that's not the type of woman you want. It's not the most optimal. It's not the best partner for you, bro. You should have took advantage of being in your prime when you had the youth to find the best one for you, bro. But like, finding the best partner for you, man, while she's the most attractive, it comes within a certain age range, because more times than not, certain age ranges of women find certain age ranges of men the most attractive. So you want to fall into that category to do yourself a favor to, take advantage of the surplus of moisture you have during a certain part of your life, dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wait, bro. It's difficult to date this, dog. You don't want to fucking wait, man. So, you ain't got all goddamn day. And finding the best real partner too, man. Makes me think about that damn interview Tate had with the Nelk boys. You talking about, man, I want a 19-year-old and all that shit, bro, because they moldable, they ain't took too much dick, they ain't got no fucking trauma and all that, bro.
You want to blow up the internet? I'll blow up the internet right fucking now. The reason 18 and 19-year-olds are more attractive than 25-year-olds is because they've been through less dick. I'll say this right here on the fucking internet. I don't give a shit. People sit there and go, oh, you can't say that. Yes, I can. A 19-year-old is more attractive than a 26-year-old woman. And I'll tell you why. Because that 26-year-old has talked to more guys, been to the club more times, been more places, been fucked and dumped more times, more arguments, more heartbreak, more bullshit, more mess for me to clean up.
Yeah, that shit sound good on paper, fam, but that's not what you want, bro. That ain't what you want, man. There's things you could do to mitigate a woman's trauma and shit. That just comes through, dating and conversation and feeling each other out, bro. But like the majority of y'all, if you know, bro, if you know, I mean, if you a goddamn novice out this bitch and don't know nothing about hoes, and of course you think having a 19-year-old when you 50 is the best thing ever. No, the fuck it's not, bro. You're gonna throw that fish back to the pond ASAP, bro. Especially nowadays in 2024 with these little Gen Z heifers, bro. Absolutely not, bro. You got to get somebody on page with you, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Which leads me into the second thing, age compatibility, bro. The fuck y'all gonna have in common? Stop. Why am I cussing? What are you gonna have in common if you 45 with a 24-year-old? There's exceptions, I know, but no. What y'all gonna have in common? What y'all gonna talk about? She a Gen Z and you a whole baby boomer. You know what I'm saying? Half the time you don't know what fuck she talking about, and she think you old and decrepit and racist and sexist and all that shit because you believe in traditional values, bro. What y'all gonna talk about? If you're looking for a real partner, someone you're gonna thrive with, have a fulfilling relationship, dog, this is somebody you're gonna be with more than anybody throughout the remainder of your life, if it works. Which you need to be trying to capitalize off the best time to find this person, bro. But when you find this person, this is gonna be the person you're with more than anybody. More than your mama, more than your daddy, more than your friends, more than, bro, you're gonna be sleeping with her, eating with her, talking to her, fighting with her, smiling with her, having all the dope experiences with her, smashing her, having kids with her, going through first experiences together, growing together, all that, bro. Like, that's somebody you need to be able to relate to, someone to be able to hold you down. And that comes with age compatibility. What the fuck can a 21-year-old do for a 45-year-old outside of giving them young pussy? You know what I'm saying? Young pussy don't mean it's fresh pussy. Don't mean it ain't been banged out, especially with these heifers today. You know what I mean? I'd argue that the younger hoes today been through more dick than the damn 30-year-old girls, bruh. But yeah, y'all gotta have shit in common, bro. Religion, politics, family, music, movies. Bruh, you gonna be talking about, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. She don't know what the fuck you talking about. She out here blasting some Taylor Swift, the fuck? Dog, and bro, real shit, man. Like, I got homies, dog, that's struggling with this shit right now. In their mid to late 30s, bro, successful, well put together, in shape, have no issue attracting women. You know what I mean? Out here entertaining younger women, bro. And as soon as they get that fish, they throw them right back. Hell no. Hell no. No. You don't want that, bro. It's not a good bet. It's gonna be a fucking headache at the end of the day. Right? You need someone more your speed. Which leads me to the next one, bro. As difficult as dating is, bro. Difficult as dead as dating is in 2024. You gonna waste your time doing whatever the fuck it is that you're doing. Like, if you have legitimate reason to be putting that shit off, then do you. But for those of y'all thinking y'all have all day, as dead as dating is, bro, and you gonna be older dealing with this dead ass dating game, you got life fucked up. Bruh, you need to swoop you somebody up so you gotta deal with that shit no more, bro. Man, I think about that shit all the time now too. I'm in a solid relationship, bro, and just watching and listening to y'all's trauma, and then folks that I know going through their own fucking trauma dealing with this dating world the way it is now, bro. Like I say, successful men, well put together men, fit men, getting their head bust by this dating game, dog. This dating world. Fuck that. You don't want to deal with that shit when you 45. The fuck? You don't deal with that shit when you 40, bro. Which brings me to the next one, bro. The older you get, your perspective changes, man. The things that were important to you ain't gonna be important to you no more. So like if you 44, 45, 46 out here trying to date, where you gonna date at? Your perspective changes, so you still gonna be out in these streets. You're gonna be in the bars, you're gonna be at the clubs, you're gonna be swiping on Tinder. Like, where you gonna find these girls at? Where you gonna find the one at to take serious, bro? When you should have been taking advantage of your prime. The older you get, the less energy and the less patience you have to deal with that shit. And it's rough. I don't give a damn how successful you are. Hell, the more successful you are, the harder it is too, because you're gonna have to filter through all the bullshit that's just trying to leech onto you because of what you got. The next one, I don't know what number we're on, like 5. I think we're on the 5th one. Number 5. The older you get, the harder it gets. I'm not talking about the tip. You know what I'm saying? That's cap for the majority of y'all motherfuckers, bro. But that's a whole different video, dog. If you do what you're supposed to do, bro, it's gonna stay hard no matter what. But yeah, the older you get, just the more difficult things become. Right? You can't teach your old dog new tricks. You have less patience. You're not dealing with no bullshit, bro. And the older you get, the harder it is to do everything. The older you get, the harder it is to find new friends. The older you get, the harder it is to change, right? The older you get, the more trauma you've been through. The older you get, the more baggage you've gotten. The older you get, just the more obstacles are in the way when it comes to potentially finding a significant other. So you got all this shit stacked against you just in dating general in your prime. Now you 42, 43, 44, trying to settle down now? Who the fuck you gonna settle down with? And how the fuck you gonna find them? You don't want to be the odd man out while all your other homies is chilling with their families and shit, with their kids, going on trips, doing shit with their girl, and you still in the streets. You don't want to deal with that. The majority of y'all do not want to deal with that. Yeah. Next up, which contradicts another narrative that stems from the red pill, which is, women want a man with experience to be taught, which is true to a certain extent. But if you don't want to go through everything on your own and have to teach this girl or just expose her to all these new experiences on her own, bro. Growing together as a couple by going through new experiences together make these relationships last, right? When you both experience things for the first time together, you know what I'm saying? And you have a higher likelihood of going through first experiences together the younger you are, right? So for example, kids. Right, the older you get, the higher the chances are you having kids, man. And say, for instance, you find somebody that you're interested in, but she wants to have kids with somebody who doesn't have kids, man, because having kids for the first time is something that definitely brings couples together, right? Just very first experiences, period, bro. Say, like, you traveled the world 12 times. She ain't been no fucking where. It's cool to show her things, bro, but it's cool to go to places for the first time together. So y'all both can experience things together. You know what I mean? Like, try food together, try drugs together for the first time, right? You missing out on opportunities to find the most optimal relationship for you and to make that relationship that much stronger. And going through first experiences together are just dope parts of being with somebody, period, man. You're missing out by postponing that shit later in life if you're doing it intentionally. This one may be the most important though. Starting a family. If family is something important to you, and I know it is for the majority of y'all out here, a man doesn't truly become a man until he starts a family, until he's supporting a family. And the older you get, the less likely that is to happen for you. Like I said before, this narrative of you splacking girls down until you 60, 70 years old, yeah, that's true, but that ain't gonna be somebody you're gonna be with. Most of y'all are not in the position to pull that off. Like I said, y'all are not Al Pacinos out here sitting on millions. And if you was sitting on millions, would you want somebody to be with you or have your baby just because you got bread? No, the fuck you don't. You want somebody to really be there for you. Ironically enough, a women's biological clock by default forces a biological clock on a man too. Because if you are older and you want to find the best partner for you, you should probably get someone within a certain age range. I mean, you can be 40 trying to knock up a 20-year-old, but I would advise against that. Yeah, I mean, you need to find someone around the age that finds your age group the most attractive. But, you know, the older you get, the older your dating pool gets, and which is going to decrease the likelihood of these women getting pregnant. Because the older they get, they getting beat down by the biological clock. The older you get, the less likely you are to have kids. It's a fact. Having a family, creating a legacy, bro. You're going to take that shit away from your ass because you think you got all day to find somebody? They don't talk about this shit enough, bro. It's dudes out here really struggling with this shit, man. Really struggling with this shit, man. I mean, dating is just one beast in itself, bro. But if you out here shooting yourself in the foot because you think you got all day to find the perfect motherfucker for you, you are tweaking. You are tweaking. You should be out here doing the same thing these women are advised to do by placing themselves in the best position to be successful to find a significant other for them, right? Women suffer from the biological clock. Men suffer from the psychological clock. You got that working against you. I initially said taking advantage of your prime is the most important factor, but nah, keeping in mind that a family is important to you should be the most important factor, just like it is for women, right? Just like it is for women. I wouldn't be able to rank it, bro, but at the end of the day, like, men, we're here to work. Well, we're here to work and support our fucking family, dog. Well, women out here are faced with that biological need to tie a man down, start a family within a short amount of time, right? Men, we have much more time to do so, but if you don't do it, you're gonna be looking just like these motherfuckers, single as fuck with your thumb up your ass if you don't get on top of this shit now. Starting a family is just as important as it is for a woman, bro. I'm telling you, dog, but you don't know until you fucking know. Ain't nothing more important than fucking family, bro. Ain't nothing more important than having a rock. You know what I'm talking about? You can lie to yourself and say you can do all this shit by yourself, go through all this shit by yourself. You can, but having somebody that really there for you, support you, being a fucking rock, being a goddamn a support system for you that really gives a fuck about you for you, and you missing out on the opportunity because you doing whatever the fuck you doing. You need to be thinking about this shit, man. You don't got all the time in the world, bro. Don't let these motherfuckers lie to you, dog. Especially all these fools out here who don't got nobody, bro. Like, I'm talking from fucking experience, and I'm talking about what the fuck I know, and I'm talking about what the fuck I see outside of this bullshit, bro. Especially with as impossible, damn near impossible as it is to find somebody these days, you're gonna make it that much harder for you by waiting all goddamn day because you think you can splack until you die. You don't fuck around and sell yourself off on discount. I see that shit happening too, right? You don't wait till you 35, 36, 37. You too tired to get back in the dating game. You gonna just settle for some bitches unworthy of you just because she telling you what you want to hear and because, you know what I'm saying, she doing what you tell her to do when she's well below your standards, dog. Men are delusional too, bro. Men delusional too, thinking they got all fucking day, bro. Because you don't. You do not. Anyway. Thoughts?